know if y'all will find me. It says that it's working right now. All right, so I've had a few hiccups. I don't know what happened, but I was planning on going live and being able to show y'all some things with my phone. So I don't have my title, I don't have the descriptions, I don't have anything. I did send Lippy a little bit of a quick something to show her the what I was doing as far as the links, I guess you would say. So I'm not getting people, so I'm not sure if, okay, 5 people found me. Okay, so say something so I can see if the chat's up. Yeah, Miss Starla, there you go. All right, so I've been trying to get this to go and do live on my phone, and I had set everything up on the computer. My phone wouldn't let me go to the computer and pick it up, so we had to run back to the house, get the computer, come back up here, and I was having fits. And then the computer wouldn't let me pick up the live like we do on Saturday nights. I set it up and I can get back to it, and it kept. One time I had no information in my contents whatsoever. It wouldn't let me go anywhere. Then it kept telling me that my camera was already being used. So I just shut the other one down and we're on the phone now. All right, so I was going to be able to show y'all canning meat. I tried that twice this week. I shot that little video, and when I did, I just turned around from my phone and sent it to YouTube. Well, it glitched. I mean, I went back and looked at my phone, nothing glitched. So I took it to the computer, put it on the computer, and put it through my editing program and sent it back up again. I watched it. It did not glitch. Put it back up on there, and it glitched again. So I don't know what they're doing with my crazy days. Am I even making sense or anything? Yeah, technology's awesome. Y'all don't know how much I hate it. I mean, for a little bit, I'd shut everything down. I love being able to fellowship with y'all, but when it comes to this stuff, you want to pull your hair out. And then you're all tensed and nervous, and I look like I'm shining it up straight. I don't know how that's doing. Okay, maybe it's better. Anyway, so I was just getting frustrated. I'm like, okay, just stop, kill everything, start over from scratch, and see if you can make it happen. So there is no title. There is probably no description or anything else. And if Miss Lippy can't give y'all links, then that we're done. When y'all get through, I will post everything in the description. All the links will be there. You'll have to come back in to find any links. So today I was going to talk about canning meat. I was going to show y'all the canned meat. Dummy me took it to the count yesterday. So there is no canned meat here, so I can't show you what it looks like. And but I will talk about it again because several people wanted to know what I did to can meat. And so I have 2 ways that I can meat. This was the deer pork ground up. There was no seasonings, no nothing in it. If you want to season your meat, you can season it. You can do sausage meat, or you can just season like salt and pepper, whatever you want, like that type stuff before you can it, and it's ready to go. Lippy, tell me if I'm wrong, but if you wanted just taco meat seasoned, I think you could put your taco seasoning in there and just can it, you know. But there's 2 ways I do it. One, I dry can. I guess that would be the word. I raw can, put it that way. I take the raw meat, and this is what I did the other day. I put the raw meat down in there, and I packed it really pretty good down in there, and I added some salt. I did not add any water or any broth or anything to it. I just put raw meat because your raw meat has the juices and stuff in it. And so I went the pints for 75 minutes. I did, oh gosh, 14, 15 pints. I can't remember. Something like that. And I didn't have enough pints to fill up one of my canners. So sweet potatoes go at 75 minutes if you put them in pints. So I put 4 jars of sweet potatoes in my 1 canner. So I ended up with a few sweet potatoes and the meat. The other way that I can ground meat, and I'm not seeing any chat. Are y'all even chatting, or did it take my chat away? I don't even know. Y'all have to chat and tell me. The other way I can ground meat, and it can be ground deer, pork, turkey, chicken, beef, whatever you want. You can do all of it the same way, is I go ahead and brown the ground meat. And I put it to the side, and I either have bones or something. Like if we do beef, I took the beef bones and I boiled them, and I had all that broth. So I put my ground meat in there, and then I filled it up to the line with broth. And to me, I like it better that way. But I was in a hurry the other day, and I didn't think to save the bones and make my broth. We were just trying to get through, and it was an all-day thing. I mean, I think we ended up with about 75 pounds of ground meat. And so I was having to wrap and everything, and it was getting late, so I just stuck 10 pounds in the bag, stuck it aside, and took it in. So I didn't even think about saving that. And y'all, I have no chat whatsoever. Lippy, what am I doing wrong? I don't know. I have no chat, so I may have to see if I can pull it up on my computer in order to see a chat, because y'all are not chatting, and I know y'all chatting. Let me see what's going on. If I can bring it up with the computer. Y'all gonna have to just walk with me and let me do this. Let me put it right here. And y'all gonna have to ignore, y'all can probably hear the, what am I thinking? Y'all can probably hear the canner in there more here than you did. I'm not understanding why I don't have a chat. That's driving me crazy too. See, when I go to it, it will not let me go to my chat. I'm going to have to go in as, let me see, switch account. Maybe if I go change account, because I am not getting a chat at all. And I know y'all chatted to start with. I saw people. So I don't know if something comes up and y'all.
Well, hello everybody. Nick.
I figured that was coming. Y'all gonna get some music and some stuff coming up.
Well, hello everybody. Danny and Wanda back from Deep South Homestead.
That's not what I wanted. Y'all gonna have to hold on. Let me get back to this. I'm hunting my chat because it drives me crazy not being able to see y'all. What am I looking for? It is not getting me. Maybe that's what I need. I don't know, y'all. I am in this thing. It says there's 29 people here. And let's see if I can find the chat. It's coming up, maybe. See, it shows me no chat, no nothing. I have nothing coming up whatsoever. So we're gonna, for whatever reason, it's not letting me open a panel. So I have no chat. So I guess what I do is I just sit here and talk to y'all, and nobody knows what I'm doing, and I'm just, it's not fun when you don't have a chat. So, my top fans. I can see that my top fans are Farmer and Adele, Diana Justice, Patty, and Miss Lippy. So if y'all are my top fans, where is my chat going? And I'm not sure with that why I don't have a chat. Huh. Okay. I don't know. Anyway, that's how I do the meat. Let's get off that subject for a few minutes, and I will talk about the gifts that I was going to talk about today. Number one would be the Rata peeler. If you know somebody that wants a good peeler for potatoes or carrots, you know, whatever, it works on all veggies. The Rata is amazing, and so I was going to throw that out as, you know, if you're going to do something for somebody that cans and you go, I don't want to spend too much money. Well, Amazon has them right now, 2 for about $30, but I got my 2 for around $15. So keep an eye out. Don't just go buy them because you can today. Keep an eye out and watch Amazon, because they're doing a lot of good things. And I do have an Amazon link down below. You guys can go look. They have all kinds of Canon stuff, things that are on sale right now. They've been dropping prices and stuff trying to sell. But if what you want is not on sale right now, keep an eye on it for the next few days, a week, something like that. And, so that way you can kind of get what you want at a discounted price. That's what I do. I kind of watch the prices, because $30 for 2, and I think it's 14 something for 1. Now, if you just need one, go buy the $14, but keep an eye out. I think they run them on sale off and on. So the Rata peeler was one of the things I was going to talk about. The Victorinox knife. Now, I think I got that in there too. The Victorinox it does real well. Danny loves it as a boning knife. I used it earlier in the kitchen to make to cut up a potato, because I didn't want to use my cutter. So the Victorinox, and any of the Rata knives, you can go in and look at. Rata has a lot of good knives that are really good. I have 2 or 3 of them that I use all the time. I told Danny the other day, I said, look, don't touch my Rata knives. Just leave them alone, because they do stay sharp pretty well. The electric canners, I did not put that in there. I didn't put a link, but I will try to add a link if I can remember to the electric canners. I'm using the Presto. I like the Presto. So that one is a good deal when you find it on sale. I wouldn't recommend paying $300 and something for it unless you just really want to, but wait till it goes on sale. I think you usually can get them under 200 or just a little over 200, but just watch for the electric canners. I don't know about all the other canners. The Presto, yes, they do a good job. The regular stove canners, I like the Presto stove canner. The one I have holds 7 quarts. Yeah, 7 quarts, I think. And that way I can do quite a few in it. And the little Presto, the electric, does 5. So that's why I'm doing 12 quarts today of sweet potatoes. And that's not in the link either, so I'll have to add links. But if you know somebody that wants to get into canning, my thought was, why not do them up a basket of something? And the Rata peeler, the Kitchen-a-Majig, I found one that looks similar, and I ordered 2 because I got them on sale. They're not on sale right now. I'm gonna just tell y'all, some of the stuff I ordered 2 weeks ago is not on sale this week. I got 2 of them, and I put one here and one at the house. I already had one at home, but now I have 2 at home, and I have one here. I use the Kitchen-a-Majig all the time. So if you're wanting to do up a basket, the Rata peeler, maybe a Rata knife, a Kitchen-a-Majig, you know, you want to get your daughter, your granddaughter, your best friend into canning. The little magnet tops, you know, where you can pick up your lids, that's something. They have gift sets, but I find that a lot of times those gift sets are cheap plastic. They work, let's just say that. But a plastic funnel, when you're doing a lot of really hot boiling stuff, is not a good thing. So I buy the stainless funnels. That's another thing I didn't put in there, but I use the stainless. I have one here and one down at my house, so that if I need anything, I grab my stainless funnel. That way I don't have to worry about melting plastic. Just saying. The stainless funnels are amazing. And I've got a couple of sizes of them. I have several sizes, really. I have one that's about this big, and it has a little bitty thing on the bottom that I use like salt. When I'm filling up salt shakers, I put it in there, and it's just perfect for filling up salt shakers and something with a small top. Let's see, what else did I have in there? I sure miss my chat, y'all. I am not gonna lie. I don't know what I need to do to find my chat. It won't let me touch nobody. I don't know what I did, but I just found it. And I don't know if it's gonna let me, if it's gonna run. It only says, let's see. I've only got a few up to Miss Fran saying hi, Rachel, and Child of God saying hello from Indiana. So somebody chat and let me see if that's even a thing. Pin to live stream. I don't know how to pin to live stream, so I'm not sure what it's doing. Anyways, when it goes away, then it goes away. Let's see, where am I at? I'm trying to run in my head because I had all this down and I got it all mixed up. All right, the Nutrimill. Now, Nutrimill is running some sales, and I can go show y'all since I'm on this, and I can move this around. Let's go see if I can make this happen. I have the Nutrimill, and y'all gonna hear the canner in here. I have, let's see, the light is in the way. Can y'all see this one? It is the bamboo. And I'm going to bring some stuff, and we're going to use this one. And it is put out by Nutrimill here. It has the stones in it that you use. And I like that better. I don't know how distracting that sound is going to be, but I don't. So I can show it this way a lot better. It's small. It'll fit on a cabinet. Nutrimill is one of the better grain mills that I know of. That one has the stones. They do have the plastic one that doesn't have stones, and y'all can do it that way. Now let's see if I can get that light out of there. That takes the light out, maybe. Maybe. Anyway, the Nutrimill is one of the better mills, and it will grind oats, flour, beans, anything like that. So I've been wanting to make some bean burgers just to see how it would do beans, and I have some beans, so I may bring some beans at some point, and we will try those in the future. This is the Victorinox knife. This is one of them. This is the curved one. We do have the straight one too, but this one is the curved one that I have up here. Let's see, what else? The coffee grinders. I put a Burr coffee grinder because when you buy whole beans, they have these that have the blades. If you look and read up on it, make sure you get one that says Burr, B-U-R-R, and have that going. And I'm not sure why this will not work for me. It only goes so far. Live chat. Okay, so it popped up. I did see something right quick. I might have done something else that might help. Y'all say something, let me see. Somebody said something about a cookbook. I don't know how I got that, but anyway. Yes, I do plan on doing a cookbook at some point. Sienna, good morning. Okay, so now I got the chat. I don't know what, there's too many buttons on this phone. I'm sorry, y'all. I missed all y'all's chats before, but I'm glad I finally got it. Yeah, the cookbook is something that I hope before next fall to have done. I will start after Christmas, and then that would be a project for the fall. Maybe y'all have one for Christmas next year if you want it. Okay, let me show you my coffee grinder welcome back. Thank you. All right, this is my coffee grinder. This is a burr. I don't know if I don't know how to show you but in here, this part is a grinder. Like, it will grind beans and different things of any kind, not just coffee beans. Here, it has a setting for fine, medium, and coarse, according to what you want. You have this little container with a hole in it. It slides right in there. You put your beans up here. It is a very easy machine. I have done quite a bit of coffee, and while I'm thinking, Silver Run Coffee Crafters. Y'all can't beat the coffee. See? And I know it's probably backwards, but Funky Espresso from Silver Run Coffee Crafters. So that is one of the things that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to come back in here so you don't have so much racket, but I did show you the coffee grinder. You don't have to get one just like mine. You can get, and I know y'all got to walk around a minute, but you can get any type of burr grinder. The little blades in them, like the cheap coffee grinders, I have a couple of those. They don't grind the coffee enough. And if you don't understand all that, go to Silver Run Coffee Crafters. They started their YouTube channel. Let me just throw them out there right quick. I don't know if Lippy can find a link for them or not, but Silver Run Coffee Crafters did start a YouTube channel. They don't have any videos hardly up yet. Both of them are working. They're trying to get a general store up and going, but they hope to have it where they can go live shortly on YouTube, because a lot of people don't do Facebook. So, if you like coffee and you like good coffee, then we'll see. Y'all can order. And we will be giving away some coffee. The Nutrimill, I liked the bamboo. I just really like the bamboo, but Miss Lippy has the white one. I don't know. She'll have to show it and show what she does with the white one. I've never tried it and I've not used it. I just asked for the bamboo one because I like wood. I'm a wood person. And I like my bamboo mill. I don't use it a lot because we already have our cornmeal ground. Danny does that with the grist mill, which is stones. And the bamboo has the stones, so I took and ground, I think I've ground oat flour and regular wheat flour in it, is all I've ever done in it. But I do want to try the beans. I'm going to do that. I have enough flour already ground up that I don't have to do it often because we don't eat a lot of meat. I want the coffee grinder. I put a coffee grinder in the link, but you will have to search for that one. I don't remember what it was. I really honestly can't tell you on that one. I don't remember the name, and a lot of those are off-brand. I just searched coffee grinders with burr coffee grinders, and I went through till I found that one because it was red. All of them were black and just normal. I wanted something unusual and different, and that's when I found this one. Let's see, where are we at? Lippy, what else was in that list? Because I can't see my list. T-shirts, ornaments, cutting boards. Danny's daughter, she did this shirt here, and it's probably backwards, but it says garden, like your life depends on it. And it's got Deep South Homestead. We also have some Pecan Grove shirts, and I hope to have her make me a Crazy Days t-shirt for over there. I just haven't decided exactly. Y'all can probably give me some ideas on what kind of t-shirts I should do for Crazy Days. Let's see. She's also doing ornaments, personalized ornaments. You can go to rcfdesigns.com and see all the ornaments. They do cutting boards, tumblers, they can do keychains. They have all kinds of stuff that they can do. And if you have a certain something that you would like to make a lot of, say you have a church group and you have 40 people that you would like to make something for, you can contact them and ask them about special pricing to get personalized stuff, personalized t-shirts or whatever. You can do that. So Carrie is doing a lot of that from home. Let's see. see. I still have your t-shirt with the old saying. Yes, and I may flip that somewhat, and put my running coffee cup, because y'all, I don't know if y'all know the story or not, and I don't remember it. A lot of you may be new, but I asked Lippy's daughter, Felicia, to design my logos for Crazy Days. She designed Deep South Homestead, and so I said, look, let me ask you to do Crazy Days. So she did, and she asked me all kinds of questions, and I'm like, I don't know what in the world she's going to come up with, but she came up with the running coffee cup, and I love it. So I may do the running coffee cup, or the main thing on my main page is like a wheel bar with all kinds of stuff in it, just piled up like I'm really working all the time. And I said, yeah, that fits me pretty much. I'm going 24/7, but I love my running coffee cup. So Miss Lippy's daughter, Felicia, designed that, and y'all can get with Miss Lippy if y'all need some design work done, because I don't know how much Felicia does on the side right now, because she has a job that keeps her pretty busy. Let's see where we at on that. So Carrie and them do that kind of stuff. There was VEGO beds, y'all. I don't know how to say it any other way. I love our VEGO beds. I love everything about VEGO so far. I just ordered some more covers to go on some of my beds that are in my courtyard. We're going to be showing the courtyard pretty much before long. I wanted to have flowers everywhere, and I wanted to have things done, and nobody in our town's getting plants in right now. They may have them this week. We're going to go look coming up when we head to town next week and see. So far, nobody's getting any plants in. We're just sitting here going, oh, well, and I don't do good starting seeds. Y'all know I'm trying to get Miss Lippy to get on the bandwagon with me on her step by step, because she's really good with step-by-step stuff. She said Felicia's not able to freelance for 2 years. Okay, she's in a contract. Okay, so she can't freelance. I caught her before she got into that, y'all. But she does a good job, just saying. She did Deep South, the one where it's the porch with the microphone and the flowers, all that. She did that, and then turned around and did my Crazy Days. Now, let me think where I'm at. VEGO beds. Everything about VEGO. I've got some covers coming, so I can use the ones that are in the courtyard during the winter, because we're going to probably end up having to put some of our vegetables in my courtyard, which is okay. I'd rather have a cabbage growing than dead flowers. So, hey Tambra. So that's where I'm at with that. But VEGO, anything VEGO. They're running some sales. You can find a lot of stuff. About 3 weeks ago, they ran a buy two, get one free, and I bought 2 of the novel, I think they're called novel beds that I have in the courtyard that has the flat piece in it. I bought 2 of those to go somewhere. I'm not sure where. Danny hasn't even put them together. And I got one free, and the free one is the sunlit oak. We've not even taken it out of the box yet to see what color it is. It's supposed to be kind of between an orange and a yellow. I'm not sure. And it's supposed to have a wood grain look. So that's going to be interesting, and it's going to be interesting to find where I put it. The courtyard is something that is a work in progress. I'm going to be rearranging, and we've got to add more dirt and lots of stuff going on. But anything VEGO, just you can go right now. Some of the things are around $100, $129 on sale. The 6-in-1s that I got were on sale for $159. And so that's about as cheap as you're going to find the 6-in-1s, I imagine. And that's what I have in my courtyard, is the 6-in-1s. So just shop around. Don't be in a hurry to just jump out and buy it full price. And if you're going to be buying like several, I think they have like a 4-pack that discounts the price, and off and on they'll run those even more on sale. So keep an eye out for that. The bulk pricing is usually really, really good. Then if you're interested in the green stalks. I don't even know if I put a green stalk link there yet. I can't remember. I did look at green stalk. They were having a really good sale on a lot of their stuff. Some of their odd colors that they've had, I guess they would call it their warehouse clean out, up to 60% off on your green stalks. But when I went and looked, most of the colors said that they weren't available. So I don't know if they've already sold out or what, but green stock does run some really good sales, and once you get used to how to grow in a green stalk, if you're limited in space, you will love it. I'm not sure, discount code, Licky was putting something up. I can't read the chat from a distance. I'm limited in what I can see. Then, what else did we have going on? I know I'm forgetting somebody. The high tunnels. If you really want to spend some money for Christmas and you want a high tunnel, convince your husband you need a high tunnel, Grower Solutions has a variety. We are fixing to probably sometime today contact them about something, because we are wanting to do kind of like a high tunnel over our citrus trees. I don't want to lose them, and Danny don't want to have to move them in and out of his shop. He's got a shop where he can work. And okay, Tamara says she got one at 60% off from Greenstock. Awesome. That they have a lot of good deals. When they start this time of the year, this is October, between October and December, you're going to find a lot of deals. And then January, if you save your Christmas money in January, all these people, since they know they ain't going to sell anymore for a while, they going to run some deals after Christmas. So if you don't get it before Christmas, check after Christmas. Then the high tunnels you can get any sizes, any kind of designs or whatever. If you just want a greenhouse, Danny and I are in love with our VEGO greenhouse. I'm gonna tell y'all, they have. Danny looked at it and he says, "I don't want to put that one together." And I was like, "Oh, come on!" It is like a gazebo. I don't know if they call it a pavilion. Maybe they call it a pavilion instead of a gazebo, but it's a pavilion greenhouse or something. Totally like octagon shaped, pieces everywhere, all over the place going around. He goes, no, I ain't putting that together. So if they offered me one, I'd take it, but I'd probably have to find me some more help to put it together. But if you want a very pleasing, I guess aesthetically pleasing greenhouse, VEGO has all designs. They have like 6 or 8 different designs now, and different sizes. You can get all different sizes. The one we have is I think it was a 12 by 18. I'm not sure, something like that. Good size for just starting plants. I plan on putting some of our pineapples in there. I'm going to trim the pineapples up to cut the big leaves back, put them in there for the winter, just to keep them from freezing. That's all I need to do with the pineapples for this winter, and then I can take them back out in the spring. So before long, if it starts getting cold, Danny says if it ever starts getting cold, then we would probably be doing, getting the pineapples in and other plants that we want. But Grower Solution, we are looking to order whatever we need, some type of frame to go over it and some heavy plastic. Tamara says hers are 6-in-1s, or I don't know why it won't stay. My VEGO 6-in-1s have trellis. Yeah, we have a trellis, and on some of them we have the covers on some, the frame for the covers. Lippy said something about pineapples. Speaking of pineapples, I don't know how to make this pop up and stay up, y'all. We have a pineapple. Oh, wow. See, this is the first year we've not had a pineapple at all, but we almost lost most of our pineapples last year. We had a couple, 2 or 3 last year, but this year, not one pineapple. So we are basically starting over with smaller plants, and I'm going to be saving them in the little VEGO greenhouse. That's where I intend to put them. Not sure what else will grow in there. It's going to be one of those things that, we just got to work through what we want to plant. I'm hoping to put a few hanging flowers, but nobody has anything. Somebody sent me a Confederate rose. I have got to go to the post office to see about a Confederate rose. I'm really anxious. I'm probably going to have to keep it in the little greenhouses this time till next year, and then plant it. What else we got going on? I'm trying to think. Other than t-shirts. I really don't know. I'm just trying to think of things that you guys, as your standard, if you don't do anything else, if you know somebody that's thinking of as your standard, give them a gift certificate. Give them $100 gift certificate, and that gives them some food. They can order and have it sent to their house, which is a little bit more expensive than just meeting the truck. I'd rather meet the truck. We love meeting the truck, and we go next week in order to meet our truck. But as your standard is one of the ways to have a better quality of food for not really a whole lot more price. A lot of people keep saying it is very expensive, but pricing things in Azure Standard, and I went on Amazon and Walmart and different places, Target, checking out their prices compared to that. Now you can get some cheap something. I get it. You can go to Walmart and get the off-brand whatever, and if that's all you can afford, that's all you can afford. But if you are going to Walmart and paying top price for something, then Azure's going to be pretty competitive. They try to stay pretty competitive. But the difference is, like Miss Slippy, she and I were talking about this. She would love to buy Azure, but she has stores that sell almost the same thing, the high quality, non-GMO. She can get good food at quality stores within 20 minutes of her house. Some of them 5 to 10 minutes of her house. If you live that close to a good grocery store that carries that type food, yes. Danny and I have to drive nearly an hour either way to get to one of those stores. So it's easier for us once a month to go 25 minutes and meet a truck. I don't have to pick up things during the month, day to day or week to week. I learned to buy month to month and go ahead and have it ordered. I know Azure Standard does a lot of good products. Danny and I have found many, many of them. We don't order a lot of stuff, about usually $200 to $300 a month, which is not a lot for, buying in bulk. But I buy my sugar for sure, and I buy 25 pounds of the pure cane sugar. I had been buying 25 pounds like through Walmart or Amazon or whatever, and it got to where you could not find pure cane sugar. If you don't see pure cane sugar on it, you are not getting pure cane sugar. You are getting something else. And sometimes the pure cane sugar you have to pay attention to because they have GMO cane. Did not know that till a couple of years ago. And so they're supposed to put that on the bag if it is GMO cane. But I don't know if they do or not. So we usually buy our sugar from our Azure. I buy oatmeal all the time from Azure. You cannot beat the price of their oatmeal. The oatmeal is one that I buy all the time because we eat a lot of oatmeal. I've gotten to where we buy the dip, the Rumiano. I don't know, Rumiano. Rumiano. I'm not sure that's the name of the cheese, but it is the pepper jack queso. Yeah, we are hooked. I don't know. I have to stretch it out. Danny killed me, but I'd stretch it out. I buy 6 of them, and I buy the Azure chips, the corn chips. They not corn chips, tortilla chips. The Azure, you get a better price, and they are on sale right now. If they hadn't went off, I got them on sale last month, and I got them on sale in my cart now. If you go ahead and put it in your cart now, and it's on sale, they will sell it to you for the sale price. But if you don't and you wait, you don't get the sale price. The dip is awesome. I'm not lying. It's been a long time since I've had some really good dip. So the pepper jack queso, I take half of it and split it between Danny and I, and we eat chips and dip one night. I wait 2 to 3 nights and we eat the other half. He says I've got him on a schedule. But 6 a month, I mean, he would eat it in 6 days if I let him. He would eat the whole thing one night. So we kind of space it out, and we finished off the queso night before last. But we pick up next week. So we kind of made it toward the end of the month with the queso. And when you don't eat a lot of snacks, that is really a good deal. There's a 3 cheese dip. Yes, I tried the 3 cheese dip right at the beginning. It was kind of bland. We're used to having a touch of hot in our cheese dip. So the 3 cheese, if you don't want any hot at all, the 3 cheese dip is fine and dandy. You could get it, and like Miss Lippy has all these seasonings, you could add your touch of whichever seasoning you like into that 3 cheese dip in order to give it a little something, something. So Miss Lippy's Bayou Blends. If you know people that like to cook and all, you could go to Miss Lippy's site and order them Bayou Blends. She'll do some gift sets, I'm sure, for Christmas. She usually always does. So keep a checkout on Miss Lippy's Bayou Blends for the Christmas season. I'm gonna tell y'all, I guess the pork and good and I'm trying to think what it's called. Voodoo dust. The voodoo dust. I like that one. That one's a good one because you can put that on just about anything and it doesn't put a huge flavor to it. It's your normal, what you would need when you're cooking. You're going to put those flavors in there anyway. She just got it mixed up for you and ready to go. Let's see. But what I was getting at with Azure is, like, Miss Lippy lives close. Some of y'all live close to good stores. We don't. So if you live way away and have to drive all the time to a store to get good things, check out Azure. That was one of my thoughts. Check out Miss Lippy's Bayou Blends. Voodoo is the house seasoning. Yep, you can use it on anything. I don't think you can go wrong on using the voodoo dust. A lot of people, you know, I like the pork and good. I like it on French fries. I like it on most anything. I'm about to the point that I got to go see Miss Lippy. I was thinking of that the other day. I said, I got to go see Lippy about some stuff. And when I do if y'all get me to 25,000 over here, I will take and go, I'll see about getting Miss Lippy to do me up a pretty something for one of my giveaways. I'm trying to check time because one of my pots has to go off in 10 minutes. Okay. Let's see what we've got going on here. If you guys got a handy dandy guy that can do something, I don't know if I can get it. Let me see if I can make it happen. This right here, any woman would like a chopping block. I'm going to tell you, find you a good machete that is very sharp and have your guy build you one of these. That's one of the best things I've ever seen. Yeah. Well, I like the chocolate. I like your seasonings, but I'm sorry, I like the chocolate a lot better, Miss Lippy. I can eat chocolate all day long. I can't eat the seasonings all day long. But yeah, I'm going to order some seasonings before long. I've got to sit down and do a order. What else we got going on before my pot stops? And I got to go fix me some lunch. Books. Yeah. This is just a small thing of books. I have books over there in that. I have books in boxes. I have books up at the camp. I have books galore. I am a bookaholic. I do like books. So, books. Find out what somebody's interested in and get them some books because you can't go wrong with books. Back to the basics. This is one of the better books I've seen in a long, long time that actually is put out by, I thought it was put out by Reader's Digest. Nope, it's called Skyhorse Publishing. They've changed something. But anyway, this book gives you a lot of ideas. It's been modernized. Then trying to see what I've got that is really the Foxfire books. If people just like to read, the Foxfire books are good. I've got Carla Emery's, it's probably at the other place, Carla Emery's Encyclopedia of Country Living. I think that's what it's called. We have given away quite a few of those. Excellent, excellent books to have on hand. What else we got going on? Back to Eden. I like reading through that. That's an old, let me show y'all right quick. I've got it right here. This is one of the first books that got me interested in herbs. It's Back to Eden by Jethro Kloss. And I know that's up backwards for y'all, but that's what it is. This is a newer version. This is revised and updated, but there's so much information in here that if we had to go back to figuring it out on our own, this is old school. This man was old school. They even have a Back to Eden cookbook. I did not know that till somebody sent me this one. And it gives all kinds of stuff. Some of it might be a little out of what you're used to, but like cornmeal mush. 1 cup of cornmeal, 2.5 cups of boiling water, 3/4 of a cup of cold water, and 1 teaspoon of salt. You blend the cornmeal with the cold water, and then you blend the mix into the boiling water and stir until it boils. Boil rapidly until it begins to thicken. You can place it in a double boiler and cook until thoroughly done. Cornmeal mush used to be a big deal if you didn't have anything else, because corn was very popular back in the day. So, but Back to Eden, I don't know, when I first read this in the man's story, he was born and reared on a truck and nursery farm in Wisconsin. They had all kinds of vegetables. They grew from seeds. They had large seed houses. His father was a practical farmer and nurseryman. We raised nearly everything that we needed and had very few things to buy. We made our own syrup and sugar from beets and carrots and had an abundance of all kinds of fruits such as apples, cherries, plums, blackberries, raspberries, strawberries, grapes, and currants. We lived almost entirely upon the natural products of the earth. So that right there back, I think I read this 30 years ago. That's my husband's aunt at the time had this book and she loaned it to me. The original. She had an original book. All right, and then it says after he left home, he lived in boarding houses and hotels and was eating devitalized foods. His health began to fail. So many of us don't realize that what we eat, what we drink, and things trigger our bodies. I learned that a long time ago. I don't usually promote a lot of herbs and things like that. I do like my doTERRA. I do have a supply of doTERRA essential oils. I have herbs all over the place. But I do not take herbs daily like I use, like Lippy said, the house blend. You want to use your normal onions, peppers, garlic, those every day. I have comfrey. I have some of the prettiest comfrey you've ever seen, but I don't use comfrey every day. I don't even use it at all. It's just pretty. It's there if I need it. I know what it's for, and if I need it, I can go get it. Used to, I grew mullein all the time because I knew in the wintertime my kids were going to have a cold. They were going to be coughing and croupy, and I kept mullein. And when they did that, I went and made mullein tea, and they were drinking mullein tea. You know, and I'm not a doctor, and I'm not telling y'all what to do. Y'all don't even think about that and have YouTube jump me on something. But anyway, herbs are good for what they're good for. You don't have to take every herb, and you don't have to grow every herb. Look at your conditions and your family's conditions and grow the herbs that you need. Like I always kept the mullein because I knew with kids you were going to have something for the cough and congestion. Cherry, something that you can make a cherry bark tea with for coughs. Something that helps with fever, something that helps with the stomach ache. Blackberry root. If you didn't know, if you've got blackberries planted and you've got an issue with the stomach, go dig up and take you a piece of that blackberry root up and make you some tea. Things like that help. But most people want to go all exotic herbs, and then they can't keep them alive, and then they have to dry them, and then the potential goes away. And so if you have live herbs, that's your best bet. Dried herbs is the second, but live herbs is the best to have on hand. I have oregano like crazy. Y'all, look up the properties of oregano. Danny told me, he said, it's going to take over that whole bed. I said, I don't care. That's going into an oregano bed, and that's what I want, because when I need oregano, there it is. I have it. So that's what I'm planning on doing, is having the I guess the things that I need on hand without having to use them every single day. Let's see. All right, so my pot is fixing to kill, and I'm going to have to get off of here, guys. I'm glad I found you in the chat. Y'all enjoy the rest of the afternoon. I hope that gave you some gift ideas that you can do and to be watching for, because, to be honest with you, the companies will start having sales. And I'll have links and descriptions and all kinds of stuff, I'm sure, between now. But I don't mention them hardly, because when Danny and I are talking about stuff, I don't like to throw a sales pitch into something, you know. And I'm not trying to sell you guys anything. I'm giving you ideas on things that would be good for Christmas ideas if you are interested in them. That's all I'm doing, and telling you to watch sales from now till Christmas. Giving you a few ideas, homemade ideas. One thing is my powdered everything biscuits. I guess that's all I know to call it. If you have people that love biscuits but hate to make them, buy the ingredients for the powdered everything biscuits. Mix it up and put it in a quart jar and tell them how much to use for 1 to 2 biscuits. Best gift you could give somebody that loves biscuits. I'm telling y'all, there's things you can do. Cake mixes, cookie mixes, oatmeal, anything you can think of. Last year, I think it was last year, I gave all my family, all of them, a bag of oatmeal apiece. I think it's a 5-pound bag of oatmeal, because some of them like it a lot. Some of it, you use it in cookies and stuff. Some of them eat it every day. Some of them eat it once a month. But the oatmeal was that was one of their gifts, was a 5-pound bag of oatmeal. So, and you get that through Azure. I think it's about $8-9, something like that, for a 5-pound bag. Good thing. But food is always a good idea. Anything that you can powder most anything and put it in a jar and fix a label that tells them how to use it. If you have to, like some of it, you may have to use the whole jar. I'm trying to figure out I've seen a lot of people do it online, but I've not done it for myself because I've never thought much about it. But fixing in one jar, anything like your noodles and your mixes and everything, all in one jar, so that when I get ready to cook something, I have my meat already done. I can take my jar, pour that into some water, cook the noodles or rice or whatever with the seasonings, and then add the meat and cheese or whatever at the end and have a meal. It's quick and easy. It's easy to do if you think and plan ahead of time. And that's what I like over the next few months, is to help y'all learn a few ways to plan ahead so you're not having to cook every single day all day long. That is what really gets a lot of people, and it gets me if I have to cook all the time. I love that Danny does breakfast. If Danny did not do breakfast, I'd probably grab a cup of coffee and a cookie or something, or a Pop-Tart or whatever. And by the way, Azure Standard has Pop-Tarts. If y'all did not know, they are very, very good. Check out the Pop-Tarts on Azure Standard. But I wouldn't do breakfast if it wasn't for Danny. I would not. I'd skip that. And lunch, I would just do either a salad or a sandwich or something real quick, real easy. Whatever's fresh that comes in, y'all, I am loving my cucumbers. I am not going to lie. Lippy beat me. She got her cucumbers first. She was getting in a few cucumbers, and I was so jealous. I'm like, I just want a cucumber. So this week, I got my first cucumber. I made a salad with cucumbers, onions, peppers. We still getting a lot of peppers. I still have fresh onions. What else did I put in there? That might have been all, but it was the peppers, onions, and cucumbers. And Heidi had brought me some vinegar. It's, I think I used the fig one day, and then I used something else, something cinnamon. I can't remember what it was, but anyway, it's balsamic vinegars with flavors in them, and they are delicious. And I love that on my salads. And I don't have lettuce. Now I could go get some Malabar spinach, because that is starting, my Malabar is starting to come back out now. It got pretty hot in the summer, but now I'm getting a few more coming out. Let's see, what else? But I did get the salad. I don't know where I was going with that, y'all. But anyway, I'm enjoying the cucumbers. Now I have quite a few cucumbers. I've gotten about 5 or 6 off of there. And Danny wanted me to pickle some, because these are the Beet Alphas. And I've tried growing these before, and I like the taste, but I can't remember if I've ever canned with any of them. I think I mainly ate them. So I am going to be able to probably this week try canning some of the Beet Alphas. I have the Divas coming on before long, and both of these are cucumbers that do not need a pollinator, because I was really worried going into the fall that we would not have any pollinators to pollinate anything. I shouldn't have been, because we got bees going all over the place right now. Danny's trying to get rid of yellow jackets. I don't know. I guess they're pollinators. I don't know, but we've been watching them go around, so he's trying to kill a yellow jacket nest. I guess he'll be killing some of my pollinators. But y'all, I hope I gave y'all a few ideas on just a few things. And as I think of other things, I will try to make me a list next time. I don't know what was going on. I've got to check with my computer on why it wouldn't let me go and why I can't pick stuff up, but I will try to put all the links in the description to some of the things I've talked about. I'll try to link the powdered biscuit recipe, maybe. I'll have to see if I can find that and put in there. It's according to what all I have to do this afternoon, but I will have it in the description. If I can, I will link Lippy's website down there, because you have to go to Lippy's website to get her seasonings. I'll have Carrie's website down there for the t-shirts and ornaments and cutting boards. If y'all don't use cutting boards, y'all need to. I'm gonna tell you, I love my cutting boards, and anytime anybody says something about a cutting board, I'm going, yeah. I may have 10. I keep getting cutting boards because I love cutting boards. One of my favorite things to have on hand, and not worry too much. If you mess one up, you got another one. Even though they're pretty, I used to decorate with them and stuff. Now I use them. So some of the ones I got back in the past are about to get wore out some. So Carrie and Rusty are making me a new one of some sort. And I'm going to lose my voice before long. And so I'm anxious to have a new one to decorate with so I can keep using my cutting boards. What is comfrey used for? Comfrey. That one is, you can make a tea and drink during the winter. You can drink it off and on, but comfrey has a lot of vitamins and minerals in it. I'm going to just tell y'all, mine is in a pot, so mine doesn't have as much as if you had it in the ground. If you had comfrey in the ground, it pulls all these vitamins and minerals and all that good stuff. Comfrey is one of those plants that you can use to chop and drop. You can chop off the leaves and put it around other plants, and it fertilizes. As it dies, it fertilizes the other plants. Awesome, awesome to have on hand. That's why Permapastures Farms, Billy and Michelle, sell it. They just raise it like crazy and send out pieces, and you can have it on hand. I just have mine in pots because I didn't know when we moved, I did not know where I wanted to put things. So most everything I have right now is in a pot till we figure out landscape, where I want things. I mean, it's a chore, y'all, because I'm not a designer. Ask Lippy. I don't know how to decorate. Y'all, I'm just lost. So y'all have to, Heidi had to decorate. Lippy helped me for a while. Y'all don't even ask Lippy. If she goes live, do not ask her what she had to go through with me trying to help me get my cabinet organized. And I kept going, but I don't know. And I'd move, and she'd tell me what to move, and I'd pause the phone and move it. And then I go, wait, I forgot what else. And I'd have to go back and listen to it again. And I go, wait, that doesn't go there. What did she say? She said, take this down and move it over here. But where does this go? And I'd back it up and try to find out where this one went. And I'm going, I don't know where this one goes. And so I was moving pots and pans. It was so funny. And finally, when Heidi come up, I said, okay, Lippy is about, me and Lippy's about to go crazy with this. She's telling me to move something and I don't understand some of it. And I've got this where she said, and she goes, leave that alone. Don't mess with it. And then I'd move something else and she'd say, take this and move it over here and this, move it there and this. And I'm like, but yet I got this. Now, where does this go? And I think Lippy was going, Wanda, put it down and walk away. Just put it down and walk away. Y'all could just hear her going, girl, you don't know how to decorate, leave it alone. So I told Heidi when she got there, I said, you go for it, go through my house. If you see something could go in there, you put it in there. She said, I don't want to mess up your other decorations. I said, I don't care. Just redo, decorate, put it where you want it. And so my cabinet looks good. If Danny gets my doors done, that's what I'm waiting on. So it was funny. Y'all, I'm sure Lippy was chewing me out big time because she was going, just leave it alone. Quit, stop, don't, no, you put it the wrong place. It don't work there. Yeah, she said that's true. Yeah. I think Allison and I give Lippy a few little fits when we go, help us do this. And she goes, no. She's going, I'm getting my coffee and I'm going to go sit down. Y'all just leave me alone. So she can decorate her house really pretty. But when me and Allison start saying something, she's going, She just has to bite the tongue. Y'all, I hope y'all got a little bit out of it. Now, when this goes off, I don't think the live chat will be up. It'll just be the live stream because I've got it set where in case somebody comes in and is being ugly and all, I've got it set where the live chat doesn't come back up and y'all can go ahead and do in the comment section, not in a live stream. So y'all have fun. I'm going to see if I can get out of here. I'm not sure what I'm doing because there's so many buttons, and y'all have a good day. That was not it. It's not going to let me do that. It wants to report somebody. That ain't what I wanted. Y'all, it's got okay. That's what I wanted. I was hitting the wrong button. I told y'all there's too many buttons on here. Y'all have a good day.